Hey everyone, I'm Alisa. I'm going to read A Tale of Two Very Different Cities, written by Arleen and illustrated by Aaron Randy, from the book Aku Pemimpin Hebat, published by Bhuana Ilmu Populer. A Tale of Two Very Different Cities. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Warren. He lived in a city named Woodsville. Woodsville was named that way because its residents used wood for everything. They lived in wooden houses, slept on wooden beds, ate out of wooden plates with wooden spoons and forks. Warren was an adventurous young man. He liked to explore and was always curious. None of his wooden clothes lasted more than a week. "Oh my, that's the third pair of wooden pants you've cracked this week," said his mother. One day, Warren wandered a little far from home. He saw an extraordinary girl. This girl was dancing gracefully. Warren couldn't tell what kind of material her dress was made of. He was mesmerized by the way it moved and flowed as if made of water. Working up his courage, Warren came forward to introduce himself. "Hi, my name is Warren. What's yours?" he said. The girl stopped dancing to look at this strange young man before her. She had never seen anyone who looked so tough and sturdy. "My name is Claudia," she said. They talked, and Claudia invited Warren to her house. On the way, they passed a sign, Clothsville, and soon Warren found himself in a city that was very different from his own. He was amazed. Everything looked so light and soft. Claudia couldn't wait to show her new special friend to her parents, but her parents put on a stern face. "He is not welcome here," said her father. "Look at him. He is nothing like us," said her mother. Warren and Claudia were sad. The next day, Warren invited Claudia to his house. Claudia was amazed at how strong and sturdy everything looked. Warren eagerly introduced Claudia to his parents, but his parents didn't even let Claudia in. "She is not one of us," said his mother. Warren and Claudia were so sad. Well, at least they could still meet to talk and tell each other stories. Warren knew many stories that Claudia had never heard before, and Claudia knew many songs that Warren had never heard before. Before long, they fell in love with each other. Too bad none of Warren's friends wanted to make friends with Claudia. Claudia's friends were no different either. And when the two of them decided to get married, none of the parents approved. "He is too different from us," said Claudia's mother. "She doesn't belong here," said Warren's mother. Finally, they were told that they could get married as long as they lived neither in Woodsville nor in Clothsville. So Warren and Claudia went away, and for many years, people never heard from them again. They were forgotten. One day, bad news arrived at both Woodsville and Clothsville from far away. A high tide was coming, and some cities that lay closer to the shore had been flooded. The people of Woodsville and Clothsville had to get ready to protect their cities. The people of Woodsville built a very sturdy dam to protect their city from the incoming tide. The people of Clothsville also had a dam of their own, which was made of waterproof cloth. A few days later, the high tide really came, but both cities were ready. They were confident that their dams were strong enough to protect them, and they certainly were at first. But after a few days, the people of Woodsville started to worry. They saw small cracks here and there. They held a meeting to discuss what to do. At the same time, the people of Clothsville were gathering at their own city hall as well. They too had seen that their dam wouldn't hold the water out for much longer. After meeting nonstop for several days and witnessing their dam, which was getting weaker and weaker, the mayor of Clothsville decided to send delegates to Woodsville to seek help. At the same time, a team of delegates also left Woodsville for Clothsville to seek their help. Both teams met halfway and saw something interesting. Right in front of their very eyes was a dam so strong it would surely work beautifully to protect their cities from the water. They inspected the dam together. "It uses wood," shouted the Woodsville delegates. "It uses cloth," shouted the Clothsville delegates. "It uses both," shouted Warren and Claudia, who had just appeared from their house. Warren's parents, who were among the delegates from Woodsville, looked at Warren. Claudia's parents, who were among the delegates from Clothsville, looked at Claudia. Then they looked at the beautiful boys and girls who followed them out of the house wearing soft flowing clothes, holding wooden toys. Soon, Warren and Claudia were in their parents' embrace. The reunion was a tearful and happy one. The delegates from both cities inspected Warren and Claudia's house together. Their house was much more comfortable than any of the houses in Woodsville and Clothesville. It was made of strong and sturdy wood. The bed was made of the softest cotton-filled cloth mattress. But the tide was still there, so there was not a minute to be lost. Warren led the men of both cities to build a wood and cloth dam for each city. They had finished building the new dams just before the high tides destroyed the old ones. Both cities were saved. And now, if you try to find Woodsville and Clothesville, you won't find them. Instead, you'll find a beautiful city named Allsville, where you can find things made of wood, cloth, glass, steel, or any other material you can imagine. And if you ever feel that you are somewhat different, you can be sure that no matter how different you are always welcome in Allsville. The end.